Hello, Libra dreamers, and welcome to the Mystic Hawk. I've got a special reading for you today that highlights how this last eclipse in Sagittarius, hitting the South Node in Sagittarius, has affected you and your life, and what to expect from here on as we're moving out of the South Node. As of January 18th, this South Node is going to be leaving Sagittarius. Guess when it came into Sagittarius? Yeah, May 5th, 2020. Sound familiar? And Sagittarius rules international travel and higher education and all that good stuff. You know, that kind of stuff stopped in the world. So you see where Sagittarius highlights in your house, especially if you're a Libra rising, by the way. But before I do that, I want to let everybody know that the Mystic Hawk website is up and going. We got all the readings available, anything from pre-recorded audio and video readings, 1 or 2 questions for those, and the live readings. That's the phone readings, and the phone and FaceTime are only for the United States, but Zoom readings I could do internationally. They come with a audio recording of that reading that I upload to my cloud. It's perfectly safe. Nobody else can hear it or anything like that. You download it and keep it forever. And for the U.S. citizens, I will ship you a crystal, a Jewelry Point quartz crystal that I personally dug myself from the crystal mines. So from the earth to my hands to yours, and it will have the reading and encoded into that crystal, the energy. So it's really awesome. And in these live readings, let me tell you, people, I have been out on a walkabout. I have had to work with my personal ancestors. I have learned to communicate with my ancestors, and by doing that, boy, can I hear your ancestors. And I would say almost every time, cannot guarantee it that your loved one will come through, and certainly not who you think it's going to be. It could be anybody. So long as they're high enough vibing that they get through my guard, so to speak, you know. But yeah, just almost every time your loved one comes through, and it's really, really powerful experience for both of us, really. So those live personal readings are something. Anyway, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Very much appreciate it. It helps me to get back in the analog of YouTube. So without further ado, Libra, my fellow Libras and Libra risings, of which I'm both. Therefore, this reading is going to make a lot of sense, right? It certainly does to me already. We have some, in keeping with trying to do the style of the live personal readings you get, I brought the ancestors in, and I brought them in, the collective Libra ancestors in through, the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards, the Beyond Lemuria Oracle, and the Medicine cards here. So they've come in to talk about what it's like. So it's going to be hitting your 3rd house, Libra. The 3rd house, that is a communication house. That's what Gemini rules. So definitely communicating with the word, all different forms of communication. And not only that, it's also siblings or cousins, you know, people like brothers, like sisters. So it could be some issues around siblings and stuff like that. So some of you out there may have had some of those issues. And remember, this is South Node in Sagittarius, started in May 2020, when some of this started to come up. Again, some stuff going on with family, like I was connected with my ancestors, working through a lot of this. You guys might have had some kind of similar situation going on. But what they really wanted to talk about, and a lot of those, that's what's leaving the belief systems, a lot of the belief systems around communicating, community in general, how you express yourself in the world. I really, from what I'm seeing, what the ancestors are talking about, that's what they really want to highlight in this reading. You know, letting all that old family stuff go. Those are the old beliefs. Maybe you kept yourself small so you didn't make your brother, sister, cousin, somebody feel bad or something. because they didn't have your particular gifts or whatever. I really do see that in these cards. It's time to expand, because for too long you kept yourself small, perhaps to keep other people comfortable and company. Yeah, so you can keep them company because you can't stand being around them otherwise, right? I didn't say that, Libra. Anyway, so the ancestor oracles, they begin writing now. And then it goes on to radical expression, and the dolphin represents mana through breath. He used his breath to get into the dream time, being the dreamer, being able to get into the dream time to speak to our ancestors and the star beings and great spirit that lives on those in the dream time planes, using breath, using rhythm to be able to get into that space, to connect with that information, to get the downloads that they have given Libra the job to bring into the world, to express in a radical way. And they said, Libra, be yourself, honey. Be that radical self-expression. This big, what do they call this? The rainbow dragon. So expressing yourself and being authentic, whoever you are, and letting that out in the world. It could be through writing. Have you always wanted to write? Even if you don't think of yourself as a writer, it starts with, keeping a journal. That way you can see how you've changed. And then you can take some of the stuff from your personal writing and put it out in the world. What they're telling me in particular, it's time to start writing some of those insights I have and sharing them on my blog, on my website. So that's one way I can do it. The other way, such I could do it, is be on YouTube and share this with you guys. Some of you too are also on YouTube. Maybe also be tarot readers on YouTube. And what they're saying, even if you're already out there and been doing this for a while, it's time to change it up and to get really radical and out there with it. Take Spirit's message and bring it to the world. Now is the time. Where the South Node and Sagittarius, all this old way of communication, playing it safe, being small, doing things like everybody else did, or going along to get along, is what I'm hearing. All that's out the window, honey. People are going to be watching and following Libra guide. And let me say one thing. As I have been watching YouTube since I've been gone, observing, what people do, especially in my particular field, tarot readers and stuff. And it's really changed out there. Let me tell you, it's really changed. The messages and stuff that come through. And to some degree, it's like some of them are like, they're entertaining. But it's like watching a soap opera. This one cheated on that one and put a spell. Okay, what can we do to ascend? I wanted to know, what can we do to ascend out of this soap opera lives that we've been living? Our sordid lives, baby. How can we get out of this? How can I go from being a screamer to a dreamer, right? I'm tired of dealing with those screamers. I'm ready to get into the dream world, into the dream time, using the breath. Dolphin also reminds us to breathe. Breathe, Libra. Air. We all need air. Air is very important. Again, air, ideas, communication, using our voices to get that energy and that expression out to people, because you never know who you might inspire. Even my guys, I was like, my channel hasn't been out there for a while. It'll take forever. So what if only 5 people watch it? One of those 5 people really needed to hear it, and it might have changed something in their life that was very important. Therefore, I have done my job and completed my mission just by that. That's why I'm here. It can lead into radical expansion upon what you're doing. Writing, you might just do it for yourself. You put it out there, you never know. It might be something that keeps on giving. So, and build and go that expansion, that radical expansion. One of the things I'm hearing, though, is pace yourself, Libra, pace yourself. That's what the dolphin is saying. That ebb and flow. He gets into the rhythm of the tides. He uses his breath to match the tides, the ebb and flow of the waves, and how the water is moving, how the moon moves the tides, and the dolphin really do know how to navigate within that, especially because that's how it moves their food around, right? So using that sonar to go and find the best places to get a good catch, you know, where those schools of sardines are. This is one of their favorites. So, you know, just using that to know when to put yourself out, but it is also time to pull back. You can get overwhelmed and really excited about this radical expansion of what this writing has brought into your life, but you need to step back and take time to breathe. So the ancestors saying it's not, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built with a word. It was started with a word. Everything is born with the word. The word, the communication, what you speak, how you use your breath, the energy that comes. It's very, very powerful. And Libra, this is the time to put aside all of those old ways that we learned in childhood. Children are meant to be seen and not heard. Well, it's time to be seen and to be heard now, in all areas of your life, even if you don't plan on getting in the public eye. It's about radically expressing yourself in whatever situation you're in, because this is what Spirit wants us to do so that we can inspire other people, to inspire and teach. All right, here we go. We're going to pull the tarot cards and see what else. That was the ancestors and the downloads and channeling from the ancestors. I could go on longer, but I'm trying to keep these videos reasonable. Not too long, not too short, you know, just right. Communication, throat chakra. Open up the throat chakra. That's why I got the color blue on. I tried to do these readings. It's really interesting. I started off with Sagittarius, Capricorn, those first two days that I did. And I got to the point where I just put on a blue t-shirt and threw my hoodie on because it was kind of cool. I was like, I'm looking a little frumpy. And then I put on a nicer hoodie than yesterday. And today, it's like, I'm in my full colors. That's all. I just dressed up, feel good. Really get out there and show yourself. Put on those peacock feathers. That's what I'm talking about. Because the more I did this, the more I kind of got used to doing this. You know, it took a minute. You never forget how to ride a bike. But maybe the first time you got on a bike in 10 years, it might be a little wobbly as you're getting used to all the gears and everything. You know, it's a couple minutes. 2 to 5 minutes later, you got it right. That's kind of how it is. So even if you've been out of action for a little while, Libra, just do it. You know, the rust will wear off pretty quickly. It'll go really smoothly. You know how to talk. You know how to communicate. One thing a Libra knows how to do is how to talk. Right, all day, all night. Sometimes I'm one of the more quiet ones in real life, though. Well, we got the quiet Libras. We got the ones that talk all the time. Not quite as much as Gemini. Yeah, unless they get Gemini rising or moon. Let's see what's going on. Lots of shuffles. Dang, Libra, y'all want to make sure it's all worked. I know it's falling Scorpio. Okay. We got 3 cards popping up right off the bat. We do have the High Priestess reversed. That's why I'm going, Okay. I need to open up a little more to the intuition. The dolphin does talk about that, using our breath to reconnect to our intuition, because the sonar may be a little bit off, that navigation system. And it does look like it has to do from a 5 of Wands situation involving other people. Perhaps other people trying to pull you into their dream, turn you into the dreamed instead of the dreamer. They maybe still some spies in that area. But also I feel like this is, yes, I'm going to talk about possible other people around Libra, but I'm not going to say stay in the karmic too long, because this also can be an aspect of yourself. The Page of Swords, this new, just starting off as a page, and this communication, just getting used to it. Perhaps stopping the fighting within yourself all the different aspects of yourself telling you why you can't do it or why you shouldn't do it or whatever reason. And opening up this blockage and this intuition, this reversed high priestess. Okay, yeah, I see. So there has been some healing in the process and learning to trust the intuition again. Perhaps some Libras might have got caught up in other people's dreams temporarily. I know not for very long, because Libras are smart, right? You know, you smell a rat pretty quick. So, you know, I don't like the way this energy was going in this group. Therefore, that when I see Five of Wands reversed, especially in this after tarot deck, what it's telling me is you just totally walked away from the whole fight altogether. Didn't even stay to discuss things or even state your opinion. It's like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm not even going to address this. I'm not even going to deal with this. Perhaps you were dealing with the reversed high priestess. You know, somebody was trying to act like, oh, I know all of this and all that, or, you know, this situation temporarily got you off your game. It can happen. You know, when you get caught up in other people's dreams, what happens? You disconnect yourself from your dreams, therefore your intuition. That is how it works. But then the Star card came along. And that Star card, though I don't see the Tower on the board, the Star card telling me that there has been a tower in the past. Some kind of tower situation did happen in the past that required you to go through a healing process. But now that you're in this healing process, things are opening up. And again, the Star card, radical self-expression. If you know, whatever you do, to some degree, you're going to get some notoriety, fame, perhaps, you know, whatever that means to you, if that's important. It could be important just because if you get, you know, you get likes and notices such as I do on YouTube, that helps the algorithm, like I said, and helps more people get to see the video that would need to see the video. That's my only motivation. I really don't give two craps either way, whether people like me or not. You know, it really, Spirit needs me to be here to do this message. Believe me, I tried to not do it. Spirit wasn't having it. Spirit said, no, Dolphin Butt, get your ass out there and radical express. Write it down, share it, speak it, do it. You know, and finally I'm like, oh God, okay, you know, coming out of this Four of Cups. Well, you might have experienced something similar where, you know, it got to the point where you couldn't do that anymore, couldn't be little anymore. It's time to be yourself and to open up yourself to your gifts and shine. You know, quit sitting in the doldrums, being all bored, you know, pouring out cups the Spirit's trying to offer you, being generous. You know, accept this little offer from the Page of Pentacles. It might start off small at first. And I don't get greedy, Libra. Geez, you know, the fact that Spirit, you're getting some return at all, and this looks like Pentacles, so that is a physical material, something. It's better than nothing. Everything has to start somewhere. You got to start writing. If you're going to start writing, it has to start with, you got a blank piece of paper. That's the scariest thing of all, or a blank computer screen. So you just start writing something. It might not be how you start that book or poem or blog post or whatever. It might not be how it ends up, but at least you started writing something. You might end up deleting the first few things you say. Okay, I'm going to let them fall because I like seeing them fall. Okay, there they go. It didn't take long. What else we got for Libra? Yeah, we got the Eight of Wands. That is electronic communication. So some of, you know, this writing or doing videos or speech presentation very much can go along in electronics, text messages. Knight of Wands comes by there to confirm that for me. Yes, moving fast communication. Things happening very quickly along the lines of fire, which is electricity, electro communication. We have the King of Swords reversed. Oh, come on now, Libra. Right here by the High Priestess reversed. I don't know. Are you dealing with another Libra getting in your way? That could be a possibility. Or Aquarius. Somebody judgmental. And what I really feel is these are your judgmental attitudes. This is what needs to go out with the South Node. bye bye, right? And that's more of an attitude, the mental attitude. You know, when the King of Swords, I don't know, somebody. I'm trying to look at this from a lot of perspectives, not just mine, but all Libra's perspectives. This is, you know, if this is not you, you're dealing with someone that likes to be in a lot of control, very narcissistic. I mean, the King of Swords reverse is the most nasty mofo in the deck. I mean, you talk about a vindictive son of a bitch. You know, he really is. But this could even be your own masculine energy in there. This is a negative ego that doesn't want you to connect with that higher self and higher spirit. But spirit's going to win in the end because I see the star card. But you may have had one hell of a especially if you had to, if you were already out there and known for something, and you express yourself in one way, but now you're flipping it. You're doing the flip and having to choosing to express in a different way, maybe even changed a major opinion. That's a little hard for you to digest. Could also be dealing with someone like that outside of you, because see, if we have that kind of dynamic going on in the inside, we often attract others to us to mirror it on the outside. Okay. I know, not like that. I do like the fact that the communications are happening, but somebody's not wanting to listen to it. They're really, you really need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, Libra, with with your belief systems and your thoughts. Watch the negative thinking and how you're attacking yourself. Just go with the flow is what I'm hearing. Have some fun with it. The reverse high priestess and King of Swords reverse, they don't have no damn fun. It's like they're it's like the wet blanket in the party poopers. The one where the wind goes out of the room when he walks in the room, instead of bringing the wind with him, he sucks it out, right? What else we got? And we got a lot of us are getting this. I don't know, last few readings. This here is the Ace of Wands. That's that fire creativity, the fire salamander. Where you getting that creativity? This could be your masculine energy. It was gone offline. I don't know about you guys, but that a solar eclipse in Gemini, June 10th, it's like, woo. I did. I felt like the masculine energy just poof. So I could see that and just kind of like, what happened? Where's my get up and go? My get up and go, got up and went. So that's what my grandma used to say. I get up and go and got up and went. And that's a get up and go right there. Oh, that's all right. Well, tomorrow's another day is what I'm hearing, And then again, I hear another ancestor say, why save for tomorrow what you can do today? Okay, so that might have been a Capricorn one. Do it now. Do it today. Work until you drop. What? Yep, it's the endings. Found out something. That's that moon card. A lot of things were revealed to you, and where you realized you really had to put an end to the way that you were communicating. Yes, in the outer world, but it might also be an ending, because we got to look at it. We're talking about siblings as well, the community that you might have been in at the time. And I'm saying between, the last couple of years to now, a lot has changed. A lot has happened within that dynamic, and I'm talking siblings, cousin, maybe even friends. That's really more of a fifth house thing, but maybe friends that are like brothers and sisters. Okay. Real close friends, not your acquaintances of the fifth house. That would be like, or I'm saying Aquarius, fifth house for Libra. So yes, there's a major ending in the way that you were doing things, and perhaps the kind of job that you were doing up until then. It's really having to move out of the way, because third house. I'm just feeling like something was revealed during the moon. Again, the moon, that would be the new moon in Sagittarius, with the solar eclipse in Sagittarius hitting the moon's nodes. that something was enlightened and revealed to you of how, where were you 19 years ago? That's what I'll say. This is how I even came to do these readings, because I was looking at the moon's node, and I started looking at where I was 19 years ago. The last time, December 4th, 2002, there was also a solar eclipse in Sagittarius and Sagittarius South Node. That was when I graduated college and became in horticulture and became a landscaper gardener. And that is something that I did for 19 years until this year. What fucking happened? Injured my neck and shoulder. So, and the spirit was warning me for about 8 years now that it's time to do something else. And I even decided many times it was time to do something else. Mystic Hawk was part of that. There you are, Libra. We got the Justice card. Oop. Upside down and backwards on that card. There we go. Upright Justice. So yes, that was confirmation. So basically, where were you 19 years ago? Whatever you signed up for, or you graduated college for, or whatever you started doing 19 years ago, it's time to change it, because it's just not working anymore. So, and it's a major. It's not just about what you do for work. And I know we're talking about siblings and communication house, but all this is connected. It's not just what you do for work anymore. It's how you express yourself in the world. When you meet people, especially, you get this color hair. What do you do in the world? People ask not only who are you, but what do you do? What is your title? What status can we put you at, that 10th and 11th house energy? And say, you're not giving yourself the same title, whatever that is. There's been a radical change. There had to be a death to that situation. Because it's time for something new to be born with the star. The star needs to be born, baby. It needs to breathe. Take them first baby breaths like the dolphin. Breathe in deep. Let all the breath out. And then breathe deeply. Just practice those deep breathing, if you feel a little stressed out. It's not going to work. Libra? Come on now. I didn't think I was going to do any more tarot, but okay. You get a bonus. Okay. So I do see that you're going to have the strength you worked and learned to conquer the beast within, that red lion of desires and passion and anger, all that kind of thing. You learned to temper it with unconditional love and forgiveness and compassion for yourself and for others. That brought on a victory, brought the fire back, the wand's victory. And the victory was from perhaps some kind of unrequited love or love relationship went bad, a business partnership as well, where someone wasn't being honest, somebody was being sneaky, went into hiding. It caused you to go into hiding and needed to heal from that situation. But now you have the strength to get back out into the world, get back out in the community as well, to communicate with others, to connect with others, sharing your ideas, inspiring other people, being inspired by other people so that you can write more, have more ideas, continue that expansion. Radical expansion, Libras. Have fun with it. That's what they keep saying. Just have fun with it. Because whatever you've been going through in the past, with these people, cases, situations, it's just really made you want to go into hiding. It's just like constant fuck shit. But finally, you've gotten out of a situation where people were being shady and even backstabby and, very controlling, even manipulative, controlling with manipulation, knowing, being psychic enough to know how to manipulate you in a situation, trying to get you snared up and caught up in something. But you got smart and you decided to play dead. This is like playing possum. Okay, so in the medicine cards, just be like the possum card. I'm dead. I'm not interesting. I'm giving you no energy. I'm gray rocking your narcissistic ass. I don't see you. You don't exist. You insult me at Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to ignore you and continue eating. You know, that kind of situation. You hear me? You see what I'm saying? And now you got the focus. This is the card of focus. You need the focus, your talents. And that's where the love. And this is like unconditional love. Yeah, love. But I really feel it's love for yourself, love for what you do, just letting that love radiate out in your creative works, your self-expression. Yeah, this is a bad relationship gone bad. It was really, could be toxic. The King of Swords could be you because you're dealing, you know, could be either way around. Like I said, I don't get that too much in the karmic stuff, but it was like, yeah, really? Is that all there is? That's what I keep hearing. That's one of my friends on the other side. I know exactly who that is. She used to sing that song when she was alive. She's laughing. Is that all there is? There's nothing left, baby. I thought this was gonna be something interesting, and it turned out to be a nightmare. Let's see. Anything else for me? Is that all y'all want to say? Okay, we'll go with this. An illumination. There's things being illuminated. I guess that's all they want to say in this situation. You got some extra cards here, Libra. Got the bonus spin. Libra got the bonus spin. The Wheel of Fortune. And welcome. So actually, I feel a lot of fiery, fast energy. So if you've been stuck, like in this is what I'm saying, feeling this death energy, and like, this is like major arcana death here, minor arcana death. So you've been playing dead or feeling like in this death energy of everything you've known yourself to be and everything that was dying away. You know, and you felt like you were surrounded by sneaky, shady people that, you know, didn't, at the very least, didn't speak your love language. But what I'm seeing in this situation is, you know, some pretty nasty narcissistic stuff going on. Could even be with friends, family. This could be brothers and sisters too. It doesn't have to be a love situation. Maybe you were even in a partnership with a brother or sister, cousin. Somebody felt like that, but you know, it really turned out ugly. And they were trying to get you caught up in something. Set a trap for you. Libra got smart and got out of it. Nick of time too. What I'm seeing. As always. This is my artful dodger, you know, the nine of wands. He kind of knows when to get out of town. He don't stick around. He don't stick around for the showdown. He knows when to get out of town. That's how he ends up being victorious. He doesn't want to be in the fight with people. See, he's not going to stick around for this fight. This Knight of Wands, I'm out of here. I'm going to claim my own victory. My victory is not getting in the shit with you people anymore. The victory is leaving the situation behind and letting it go out with the South Node. Because I have the strength. I know what I want. I know how to communicate what my ideas, my self-expression, my needs. I may start off as a Page of Swords. It might start off a little wobbly like the first couple of readings I did. But as by the time we get to Libra, we're rocking. All right? This is a new beginning to express the creativity. Be a star. Just be a star, Libra. It's time to shine. Radical self-expression, and it is about getting it out there, getting your works out there to the world. People are ready now. They weren't ready before, and that could be the holdup. So don't be so hard on yourself. And it's like, I could have been doing this all along. No, you couldn't. You had to finish out that self-know stuff and you know, have this end. The old situation had to end first. You had to understand it, let the moon bring things up to the surface, get out of your doldrums so you could understand what the fuck was really going on. And then you start getting a little bit of reward for it, a little at a time, until things expand. So, you know, this Page of Pentacles can turn into, you know, the King of Pentacles before you know it. Just be patient. That's what I'm hearing. You know, just have fun. Love what you do. Spread your love. Keep your focus. And you will be illuminated. Libra. Oh, there you go. I'm cleaning up my mess as I go. Thank you for being here. sticking with me this long. Thank you for the thumbs up, liking, sharing, subscribing, and Libra. Until next time, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Not at all. Bye bye now, Libra.